Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Female Clergy Alliance. I am Pastor Melissa Johnson. I'm so excited today to have you here with us. We're talking today with none other than Minister Tanya Edwards here, who is the liaison, the Chief Executive Officer, whatever you want to call it, of the Female Clergy Alliance. And then, of course, we have none other than the great Bishop Christopher Johnson. And we're here today talking about the Female Clergy Alliance and the conference that is coming up. So we're just going to get started this morning. First of all, I don't know who wants to start talking first, but I think maybe Bishop, maybe you should talk and just sort of explain, like, where did this come from? You are, of course, the originator of this. This is your thought, your vision. You just passed it on off to somebody else, but explain to it what it's about.
Most definitely. I think for the past 17 years, Zion has pioneered this idea of, women in clergy. As far as long as I can remember, from the start of Zion Christian Ministries, we've had an overwhelming amount of female clergy. And so I always just try to pay attention to what God is doing. It's He that sends people. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, this is who we are. And this is, we have phenomenal daughters of Zion. And so I also know that we're in an area and we are in a landscape that is not as welcoming in some circles to female clergy.
Right.
And so what I wanted our alliance to be was a safe place for those female clergy who may not be able to get the training, who may not be able to get the support, who may not be able to get the camaraderie of, other sisters in the gospel freely,
right,
and publicly, and and being bold about it. I wanted to create a space for that, and I feel like since Zion has always been, kind of moving in this direction, I thought it would be a great idea for us to open that up for this safe space for other female clergy who may not have that kind of community. And so that's how we are at where we're at. And I pitched that idea to Minister Edwards, and here we are.
And here we are. Thank you, Bishop, for the opportunity. I'm really honored. But let's say we're trying to expand his vision. We hear us say all the time, female clergy, but we also have lay leaders. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to hit on today was I heard someone say, I didn't know it was for me. Let me say this. If you are a leader in your ministry, or in the old school, you the president of the choir, we're talking to you as a lay leader.
Yeah.
If you serve in any leadership capacity, here at the Z, we call them first touch, but most churches may call them the usher board. If you serve on that usher board and you're that leader, we are talking to you. We want to see you come out, and be involved. We wanted to expand it so it'll be a safe place for people to grow in on their gift to serve. That's the bottom line. We aim to serve, and we want to be able to hone in on those gifts and have that safe place you talked about, Bishop, for us that walk in those leadership roles as a minister or a pastor or a preacher or a bishop or president of the choir or president of the usher board or, head of security. We're talking to you. We got that space for you. We want you to come in and begin to hone in on your gift and grow to God so that you can grow to serve. That's basically kind of where I've taken and started running with it. He said, write the vision, make it plain so the people may catch it and run with it. I caught it, and I'm running.
Okay, she running.
I'm running. So
I love it.
That's good.
So
I think it's important, too, to understand you don't have to be a member of our church. Like, any female leader, lay leader, pastor, minister who's looking, we're not trying to take you away from your church. We just want to create a space where you can be equipped and go back and serve with excellence at your church. And to let some of these things go. And to give you some sense of support. So I just thought I'd say that because I don't want any pastor thinking we're trying to take anybody from anybody's church. That's not what this is about. We're just here. I mean, we're all in the kingdom together, but we're opening this up to any female clergy, any lay leader who needs that space.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's really good, too, Bishop, because this morning you talked about connections and how, people have that desire to want to belong. And even though you may belong to a particular body, it's the connection and the network. The network that I'm looking forward to is women in ministry, being able to have that network and being able to support each other in ministry. When we have built that community, then, we can support each other, and we can use each other. Girl, I'm about to do this conference. I need you to come over here and help me. Those type of things. So I'm really looking forward to that, especially, being that I moved here, about 13 years ago, right?
It's about that, yeah.
And I still don't have a lot of ministry friends, like I'm not sitting at those tables. And I know it's my fault, right? I know that I'm the one who needs to get out there. So, but having that place to go and having that table to sit at, amongst women, that we're sitting at this table and we're talking the same things, and so I think that is what is going to be really exciting. So for those who may feel like I feel, maybe you've been here for a long time, but you still don't feel like you're sitting at the right tables.
Yeah.
That's going to push you in your gifts. That's going to encourage you, to be better, to strive higher, and just be great in the kingdom. So come on and sit at this table and meet us at this conference.
Yeah, and not only just be, greater, but to strengthen you. Sometimes we just need a place where we can get poured into and be strengthened to go back out and do the work.
Yeah.
Get all you can all you get,
Yeah.
go serve,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about, this is our first annual conference, Bishop. This
Okay.
is something brand new, right?
Yeah.
Where we are going to come together. We've got some powerful women of God that are going to be coming in
Love it.
and doing some great workshops. As a matter of fact, one of our facilitators is in the house today, right? So listen, we've got, for our lay leaders, we're going to be talking about riding in that second chariot.
Yeah.
What it takes to walk in that leadership role, to drive the vision of the ministry and where you serve,
Yeah.
right? So Pastor Jay, tell us a little bit about what you got for this weekend coming up for some of our lay leaders and riding in that second chariot.
Well, I think one of the main things that we're really going to talk about is, what do I do when I'm not in the first chariot? When I am been given authority to be in the second chariot, right? Because I still got a great job to do, and being able to support that ministry, being able to support the person in the first chariot. What does that look like? And making sure that I don't begin to push my own vision, but I'm still pushing his vision. I'm using my gift to push his vision. Because it's the old saying. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but what you make happen for somebody else, then God will make happen for you. And so we're going to talk about some of those things and making sure that you're walking in your authority, in that authority that's been given to you by the person in the first chariot. So those are just some of the things that we're going to talk about, and just encouraging women to to do that when you're in ministry, and when you're that person that's riding in the second chariot, and just keeping in mind that you have a work to do, and sometimes you don't feel like doing it, but sometimes you get tired too, but you just got to keep on doing it. And so we're just gonna it's just gonna be good, because we're gonna encourage that person who is riding in the second chariot. What do I do? How do I make sure that I'm keeping the vision, the main thing, and not getting caught up in my own little stuff.
That's good.
That's good stuff. That's
yeah.
good stuff. So listen, lay leaders, usher boards, first touch, security, choir president, choir director, if you serve in any capacity of leadership in your ministry, we are talking to you.
Yeah.
We've got a place for you to come, learn, and grow, to go back out to serve. So we also have a pastoral track that's going to be coming in, and Pastor Taylor Overton is going to be doing that. She's going to be talking about authentic leadership, right? What it takes to be that authentic leader and walking in that purpose for the pastors and the bishops. And now listen, you may not be the pastor of a church, but you may be the pastor over a ministry in your ministry, right?
Right.
So that track is for you. If you serve in that pastoral capacity under your pastor for that ministry, come on out and meet us on Saturday, July the 12th. And then we've got that last session, which I'm excited about, because I'm bringing in a girlfriend of mine from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She's traveling in, and she's going to talk about I'm called, what's next, dealing with those new to the call, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been called, what do I do next? And what about, I've been in the call for some time and now I'm stuck.
Right. What you do then?
Yeah.
So come on out, meet us. We've got this conference coming up. It's going to be Saturday, July 12th, right here at Zion Christian Ministry, 4750 John Bragg Highway, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Right here, starting at 9 o'clock. We've got great workshops, and not only that, we've got a panel coming up right between after you've gone through those facilitations and you've got something and you got somewhere you can go out and share it with your ministry and grow in your gift. We're going to be doing that fellowship and having that panel, Bishop. And Bishop is going to be sitting on that panel where we're going to talk about some of the barriers that female clergy and lay leaders face in ministry. Now, I have to be honest. That was something new to me. I'm from Wisconsin, and I've been here a while, and I didn't know how real it was until I started serving again. And I'm like you, Pastor Jay, I may not have gotten in that room, but the fact of the matter is I belong in that room according to the Bishop today. I can walk in with a different attitude, right? Because that's what we're here for. We wanted you to come out and fellowship with us. We meet, monthly. We meet once a month by Zoom, once a month in person right here at Zion. And we're not bringing you in to talk about stuff. We're bringing you in so you can grow in your gift. It's about facilitating workshops and doing things and coming in. You might even want to get involved. God has been telling me this whole time, despise not small beginnings. Listen, this is the first annual. This is a big thing for Zion. It's a big thing for me too. But this is a big thing. It's something new. And, this is where God is like stretching me, Bishop. And I thank you for that. But we want to stretch you too. And we want to stretch you with the right stuff. So that you can go out and help us build the kingdom. Our theme this year is Kingdom Access. We got some keys to hand out. We got some keys to hand out. And we want you to come out and join us. And I just learned that we got a podcast, y'all. I'm about to make it happen with the help of the Lord, right? Because there are so many out there that are like, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do with the gift, and I think I'm called and I don't know what to do. And yes, I serve in this leadership, but I'm running into these. How can I grow? And we want to bring you in. Because God said we got the keys. And we want to share them. We want to help you grow. We want to help you get to the next level in your ministry and where you serve. Like Bishop said, we're not trying to take you from your church. We just want to be that space where if you're not getting tall, we got a place where we can help grow your gift to leadership capacity, optimizing your leadership skills and optimizing your ability to preach and understanding what preaching is all about and understanding between, this is a extemporaneous and this is just a 3-point sermon. Understanding some of those differences. We're here to just help us grow and be that place to be who we are called in God.
That's it.
That's it. I don't know what else to say. All I can say is join us. Saturday from 9 to noon. And for those of you that are worried about having something to eat, we got you covered, sister girl. Come on out. We're going to feed you. As Pastor Jay say, just don't do too much, Pastor Tanya. I like to do it and do it right. And do it with excellence. And that's what we plan on doing. We plan on taking this vision that Bishop has cast and growing it and making it that safe place for you to develop your skill set to go back out and serve the kingdom and have that kingdom access, understanding your power, understanding your authority, understanding who you are in God, even though you may wear a skirt.
See?
Come on out and check us out.
Go register.
Register. You can register now. All you got to do is go to www.thisiszion.org. You can click on the link for the Female Clergy Alliance. You can go to Facebook for the Zion community. You can click on that way. You can even go to my Facebook page. I better pay for advertisement. Click the button and register today. You don't want to miss this first annual conference. This is just the beginning.
I love it.
This vision is going somewhere, y'all. I caught it and we running with it. So come on out. Kingdom Access Conference, Zion Christian Ministries, female clergy and lay leaders. Yes, girl, you on the choir. Come on. Join us.
All right, there you have heard it. Listen, you don't want to miss it. We're excited. We're waiting for you. So make sure you meet us here Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, right? And we're going to get ready for this Kingdom Access Female Clergy and Lay Leaders Conference. Looking forward to seeing you then. Come with them cards. We get ready.